What's up, Hunter Nation? Hunter Tom here, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're gonna be checking out the Benjamin hand pump. Now, this hand pump is quite interesting. It pretty much can, well, you can pump it up to 3,500 PSI, which is a lot of pressure. I've had this pump for about 6 months now, maybe 9 months. Yeah, probably, 9 months I'd say. And I bought this with my Benjamin Maximus. It came in as a kit, and this is pretty much what I primarily use for filling up all my PCP air rifles. I mean, I only have one PCP air rifle, but still, this is the pump that I like to use to fill it up, and so far, it works pretty well. I know there is a lot of videos on YouTube of this having broken seals, or this just being broken in general and having like loose parts inside of it, but I haven't had any issues with it. I mean, I've been extremely delicate with it, which is probably a main reason why it hasn't broke, but still. I do believe if you're gonna buy this hand pump, you're gonna wanna be delicate with it. Like, obviously you're not gonna be wanting to go too crazy on it. Like when I pump it, I wait about 1 second every time I do one stroke. So if I pump it down, I wait 1 second, I pump it up, wait another second. That's kind of just the general rule I do so I don't overheat it sometime. And then you know what, like I just like to take good care of it. It's expensive, it's like around $200, $180. It's a lot of money for a pump. And you know what, I think it works well. Like it'll get you PCPing. Honestly, I think most people get into PCPs for the first time I don't want to get this thing. I mean, it works. This one actually works with Air Force air guns as well. Any Air Force air guns, it has the same connection. And well, this one, Benjamin hand pump, pretty much works well with the Benjamin and Crossman PCP air rifles. But yeah, I like it. It works. I know a lot of people say it's hard to pump, but honestly, it's not that bad once you get in the groove of it. I've used this pump quite a bit, and like I've probably filled up my Maximus over 200, 250 times. You know, it still works. It hasn't overheated, and you're gonna wanna be careful. Obviously, you don't wanna go too crazy on it. Like you wanna be delicate with it. It is, like it's a solid build. Like, I don't know, it's a solid build. Like I wouldn't go too crazy with it, but yeah. So with the Benjamin hand pump, you can buy it's called a desiccant kit, and pretty much what that is the thing that goes on the back of your pump in a little hole thing. That pretty much reduces the moisture inside of your pump. I've kept my pump in a very humid environment. It's in my basement, and it's very humid down here, and it seems to still work. I know it's probably not the best thing, but whenever I do fill up like a PCP air rifle, I usually fill it up on the ground, when I fill up my Maximus, that is. And what I like to do is put down a towel so that I don't get any dust inside my gun or inside of the pump, which is also another thing that's kept this pump running for so long, because, you know, it's not like super duper high quality. It's, you know, a $200 hand pump. It's gonna be better quality than, for example, saying like, I don't know, maybe a $30, $40, $50 Amazon, Chinese, Alibaba. It works well. Mine came with a sticker, so I put it on the side just because, you know, it kind of looks cool. It's comfortable. Like the handle's not too rough, I guess. I mean, it's a cheap handle, it's just rubber. And yeah, I think it works quite well. Especially if you want to just get into PCPing, I'd pick up this thing. You don't have to go to the scuba shop, and I mean, it depends. If say example, you're maybe less fit, you'll want to use maybe an air tank. But when you go shooting air guns, it's not just the sport of shooting, it's also the sport of filling it up. It kind of gives you an extra exercise, and you know that it's you that's physically pumping that air, especially when hunting. Like it's you that's physically putting that energy into a container, and yeah, I just like that concept, and I think it's a super cool hand pump. It's got a gauge on the front, a little gauge that reads in both PSI and in bars, and it also has a kind of a little loose, what do you call that? An air releaser. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's release air. There's also a quick foster on the end, and yeah, the only thing that when you buy the pump, it usually comes in a separate box. You'll have to put on the bottom plate as well as the top handle part. And yeah, if you want to get into PCPing and need a hand pump, I'd recommend this one. It's also very similar to the Air Force hand pump, which is slightly more expensive, but yeah, definitely recommend it. And I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and bye. Take your best shot right now. Everybody's